Mental Attitude, PMA. What is it? What does it mean? And why do you need it in your life? I'm Cliff with Mindful Architecture. Thanks for tuning into my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet or it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Then turn on the little bell notification so you can find out when I put out new videos. Doing it pretty much every day now, so I don't want you guys to miss any of that. And I know you like the videos. I know you don't want to miss any of it either. I'm going to talk to you today about positive mental attitude, PMA, something I talk about all the time. PMA to me started way back in 7th grade. That's when I first heard positive mental attitude, and there's no need to discuss about how long ago that was because it doesn't matter to the content of this video. So you can just stop thinking about that. Back in 7th grade, I had a teacher named Mr. Carbajal, and he taught math. At least I think he taught math. I don't really remember him teaching me any math, but the one thing that stuck with me, the one thing that I carried all through my life and still carry with me today is he told me every single day you need to start with PMA, Cliff. You need to start with a positive mental attitude. That way, whatever challenges, hurdles, obstacles, difficulties, failures, whatever comes your way, you're going to be able to handle it because your mind is already focused on the positive. So you're going to go to the positive side of things. You're going to look at the different perspective, the other side of the problem, and try to find a solution, a constructive solution, a productive solution to the problem, rather than doing the autopilot thing, which a majority of people do, where a problem comes along, a challenge comes along, a failure comes along, and boom, right to the negative, right to just, oh my gosh, this is so terrible. Why did this happen to me? And I'm not even getting into all that again because I've talked about that in a lot of my other videos. So if you want to hear about all that and hear me get all passionate and talk about that stuff, go back and watch my other videos because they're good, according to me. Anyway, so positive mental attitude, that's where I got it from, and I've carried it through my entire life. Now, I haven't always practiced this. There was actually a long period of time that I did not practice the positive mental attitude. I was on autopilot. When bad things would happen in my life, I would look for somebody to blame, for something to blame, for anything to blame other than me, other than myself. I wouldn't take that personal accountability and recognize that all the choices I'm making, all the thoughts I'm having, all the actions I'm taking, and all the habits that I've created are not good for me, and they're not productive for me. And I'd always go down that negative road when something bad would happen and blame everything else but me. But now that I have that positive mental attitude, now that I practice that positivity all the time, whenever any challenge comes along, I'm not devastated by it. I'm not overrun by it. I'm not knocked down and broken down by it. I'm built up by it. I look at it from the right perspective of what is this teaching me? What can I learn from this? How is this helping my life? How is this helping me grow? And that's because I have that positive mental attitude, the PMA. And that's why it's important to have that in your life. That's why you need to have PMA in your life. Now, I was doing a little research on Google not too long ago. Actually, I had a friend, Kyle Gross. He's got a YouTube channel too. Make sure you check that out. It's really good. But he was doing a Google search, and he sent me a little link that shows that PMA, positive mental attitude, according to Wikipedia, actually, was first discussed in the book Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Now, if you haven't read that book, you need to go read that book. Because if you're doing any kind of self-development, personal development, any kind of you want to enrich your life, or you're just bored and you want to read something that's really good, that's going to change your life, go read that book. It's pretty much a staple in any kind of personal development, self-development, whatever development you want to call it. Even though in that book, they don't specifically use the term positive mental attitude, he talks about positive thinking all the way through the book. Because the way you think, the thoughts you choose to have, are going to create your reality. They're going to create your life. And if you're thinking positive, you're going to have a positive life. But if you don't put that purpose, that intention, the effort and the work into creating that positive attitude, and you're just going through your life on autopilot, then you're just going to be a victim of all the circumstances around you, all the events and people and whatever it is that you're surrounded with. You're going to be a victim to those. You're going to be on autopilot. You're not going to have the neural pathway to go to the positive side, to look at the different flip side of things, to look at a good perspective, a different perspective. I'm huge on perspective. Everybody knows that. I believe that if you have the right perspective, if you change your perspective, your whole entire life can change. And part of changing that perspective is changing your thoughts, your thinking, how you approach problems, and how you approach your day. That's why I'm so big on pushing the positive mental attitude in my Positive Mindset Journey group on Facebook. If you haven't joined that group, links in the description down below. If you need even more powerful mindset change, click the other link in my description. That'll take you to the Soul Travelers University Breakthrough Evaluation. And if you're stuck, you don't know what you're going to do with your life, and you're on autopilot like I was just talking about, then you really need to click that link, because that is a 10-part breakthrough evaluation that will open up your eyes, open up your world, and take you on a completely different path in your life. Positive mental attitude. That's why it's so important. That's why I push it so much. That's why I talk about it so much, because I'm trying to instill that in you, that if you start your day off positive, I'm real big about starting your day off positive, starting it off right with purpose and intention, and decide what kind of day you're going to have before stuff starts happening to you. I get up 2 hours early. I have a morning routine I do every single day, and it has created that neural pathway, that habit, the good habits of thinking positive and always going to the positive side of things. If you don't put in that work and you don't care and you don't want to put forth that effort, the intention that you have to do to create that positive mindset, then you're just going to be on autopilot, and sorry, you're going to find whatever you seek. And if you seek nothing, you're going to find whatever you're surrounded with. But if you put forth the effort, if you put forth the intention, the purpose every single day to create that positive mindset for yourself, to create that PMA, positive mental attitude, do things that are good for you, then your days are going to be awesome. You are going to find that happiness. You're going to find that positivity, and you are going to find the life that you want. You have to do the work, though. It's not just going to happen. No magic fairy is going to show up and be like, oh, your life doesn't look like it's going so good right now. You know what? Let me fix that for you. It doesn't happen that way, okay? You have to do the work. You have to put in the effort, and you have to want the change. But I'm here to tell you from experience, it is worth it. It is the most amazing journey I've been on in my life, and I'm nowhere done. Nope. And I'm nowhere close to done with it. So anyways, PMA. I think I've talked enough about that tonight. So I hope you guys got some value out of this video. I hope you liked the video. I love getting comments from you guys. I got a bunch more videos. Go ahead and watch my next one here. Make sure you go ahead and watch more of my videos that are on my page. And I appreciate your time. I appreciate your support. You guys have a great time. PMA all day, all night. Bye.